What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Septimon Surgeon, and I'm back. You already know what time it is. A Tipsy Talk. Yep, the red cup is back. The Tipsy mug is getting washed, but it's starting to, the letters are starting to come off. Like I told you, I'm gonna use the heck out of that junk. So now the letters are starting to come off, but it's still in full effect. But yeah, it's been crazy, you know. And for those of you who don't follow me, I like to use my Tipsy Talks. It's like a recap, you know what I mean? I like to talk about what's going on, what my plans for the future are, and what not. My videos have kind of been sporadic because beginning of the season it's been crazy. I remember I made a video talking about getting a truck. Now mind you, at the time I was talking about getting that truck, I had no inkling, no foreseeable future of me getting a truck. Like I said, if I get it this year, that would be a miracle, but you know, I don't know. And then the calls started coming in, people calling me left and right, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to get a truck in 2 weeks. You know, and so that's why I ended up getting a truck. And I was like, man, like, you know, because my thing was I do it part-time. See, that's the reason. If people don't know, I got an Astroland, but I got a super giant trailer that I got for a good price. I got that trailer for $950. So with that being said, let me check my sausages. I'm not smoking some sausages, I'm grilling some sausages. Let me flip them over. There we go. Yeah, they're gonna take a while. I like to cook them low and slow so they can stay nice and juicy. I like to smoke them if I'm smoking something, but I'm not smoking anything today, so I just cook them low and slow. Alright, where was I at? What was I saying? I have no idea what I was saying. Anyway, the truck. I was, you know, I wanted a truck, but I didn't think I would get one. And so the calls started coming in, and oh yeah. Now I remember where I was at. My van and my trailer. I got my trailer for $950, and I know my van, that trailer is way too big for my van, but guess what? In business, you use what you have to you know, until you can afford to get what you actually need. The same thing as a chef. Chef might have a little regular residential household oven and he needs a commercial oven. But guess what? If he's making money and he's doing this thing with his little residential oven, he's gonna keep using it. He's not gonna overextend himself until he gets it. And so that's what I was kind of doing with my van. I was using it even though I knew it was too big. But once these calls started coming in, see, the thing with my van is I drive it extremely slow. I don't care if people behind me honking or what. I'm driving that bad boy slow because I'm not trying to blow out the transmission or the engine or whatever, because I'm grateful that that thing can tow that trailer at all. So I just drive it real slow, take my time, but at the same time, you know, I get around town really slow. So now with all these calls coming in, I'm thinking like, man, I need to pick up my speed a little. So I don't. My original plan, like I said in that other vlog, is like I was planning on keeping the van with the big trailer and getting a another trailer for my Magnum, which would stress out both of those transmissions. So I said, man, I gotta get a truck. And you know what I kind of realized, I always talk about this, I always talk about the fact of you know, that Steve Harvey quote where he said, you know, sometimes you just gotta jump off a cliff. Successful people have to jump off a cliff. You get what I'm saying? And all these years, the last couple of years, I thought my cliff was me stopping working full-time. Because if people don't know, I work full-time and I do this part-time. And so I said, that's my cliff. I got to get to the point where I can just stop working full-time and jump off of the cliff. But what I realized is that is not really my cliff. What my cliff was full commitment to this business. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, it's like, because I'm doing it part-time, I'm like part-time in it. You know what I mean? I'm getting this little, you know, cheap, you know, whatever I can get for cheap to run my business, whatever, you know, I can, you know, equipment wise and whatever. But last year it started, my cliff jump started when I bought my walk behind. You know, that wasn't really a big of a cliff jump, but when I bought the Gravely right behind it, I'm all in. You know what I mean? It's no turning back at that point. And now this year, I was straddling the fence this year. I needed a truck. I needed, you know, whether it was a truck or a van, I needed something stronger to tow my trailer. And so the only foreseeable way I could see myself doing that was getting a vehicle that can sub as a work vehicle and sub as a everyday vehicle, which was a pickup truck with 4 doors. And so that's why I said I gotta get a truck, you know, within 2 weeks. And so that's big, because not only did my, you know, I added an extra payment, my insurance went up. You know what I mean? It's like a whole bunch of stuff went up. So if I'm not jumping off the cliff yet, you know, I'm hanging off. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that was my cliff. You know what I mean? Different people have different cliffs to jump off for success, and I think that was my cliff. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can set this up right, you know, I can have a crew. You know what I mean? Right now it's just me, BJ, and Clay. If I add one more person, then that's me and that person going out to do cuts on a Saturday, and that's BJ and Clay going out to do cuts on a Saturday. But that's if it will stop raining. Stupid weather. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of why I got a truck. And these first 2 weeks, I took a week off from work. I said that in the last one. Took a week off from work, and I plan to do maintenance on my stuff. I didn't get no maintenance done. I sharpened my walk behind blades today. Still got to sharpen my Gravely blades. I got some blades on deck for my Time Master, which I have in the shop. They get a new transmission put on it. I got new belts put on it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to overhaul it, because ideally, because people been asking me about my Time Master. That's where it's at. It's in the shop. I'm not gonna say it didn't need it. It needed it, but it lasted me like as a blessing. Literally, the transmission started to give out once I got my walk behind. But once I got my walk behind, I didn't really need it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna just sell it or give it away. I'm gonna keep it, and luckily I kept it, because now I'm gonna have BJ out with my, BJ and Clay out with my Astro van, 2 trimmers, and my Gravely and my Time Master. That way, and I'm gonna send them to cut yards that will mostly need my Gravely, but they'll have the Time Master to do ditches and small areas and stuff like that. Let me check on my sausages. But yeah, so they'll have sizzling. Put this one in the middle here. Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. And then another thing, this Troy build, it hasn't been starting. It started a couple of times. I'm thinking it needs spark plugs. I got it in 2013. And before it needed spark plugs in 2015, I changed the spark plugs out and I put new spark plugs in it. And now it's 2017, so that's another 2 years. So I'm thinking maybe it needs spark plugs. But also, this has been the longest time it's been sitting. So the carburetor's never been clean. But at the same time, I've been putting Stay-Bil in it and Seafoam. So hopefully once I get the spark plugs in it, they'll get started up, and then I can have it. I'm gonna have this and my walk behind as my everyday stuff, and then BJ and Clay will have my Gravely and my Time Master as their everyday stuff. So yeah. That's what's been going on. That's what's been going on. So now it's like, now that I have figured out what my cliff is basically me spending more money. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's basically, because it's kind of hard to do it part-time because you have a household, especially when you're married and you have kids and a family. You don't want to go out here and just blow all your money on freaking lawn care stuff. You know what I mean? Even though that would be freaking fantastic. If I was single, that's what I would be doing. If I was single, I live in an apartment with no furniture, a blow-up bed with a TV and a laptop. And all my money would go to my business, but I can't do that. You know what I mean? We have stuff around the house we have to pay for and do, so some of my money has to go towards that. So, but at the same time, I have to realize that if I want this business to grow, I have to dedicate it to it. So now, like I said, I have 2 blowers, I have 3 trimmers, but ideally for both crews, I need 2 trimmers for both crews, and I need two backpack blowers for both crews. So that's 2 things I'm gonna invest in: another trimmer and another blower. So, and then my handheld blower will be just extra. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to decide. Maybe not that. Hey, like I tell y'all, bro, I have a Husqvarna 150 BT. That thing has been real good to me. I had no problems with it. I wouldn't mind getting another one, but I'm kind of a big Echo fan. You get what I'm saying? So, I might get that $300 Echo. I think Echo got a blow of $300. Then the next one up is like $500 or something like that. I ain't trying to spend no $500. And I know a lot of people is like, oh, well, you need to get a bigger blower. No, my thing is, like, people don't realize how effective that 2-fisting method is. People don't know. Right now I got the Husqvarna 150 BT, and then I got the Poland. When you have 2 blowers in your hand, is way more effective, bro. So yeah, that's what's been going on, man. People wanted maintenance videos. I made one maintenance video. I'm gonna continue to make maintenance videos. And I don't know, leave some questions. This video is already 15 minutes, so I'm about to cut it. So thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Yes sir.